How's it, everyone? I've had people ask me, Chase, if you could only have one credit card, which one would it be? Or, what's the one credit card that I should get? And I'm sure that we all thought about this question too, because to be honest, at some point in my life, I did think about this as well. So then it made me wonder, there are a bunch of different credit cards out there right now, so is there one credit card that will rule them all? Right? Like, wouldn't that be great just to have one credit card to worry about? Imagine not having to stress about which card to use, or imagine about only worrying about one credit card bill or one credit card utilization or one credit card annual fee. Having one credit card would be the simplest setup by far, but would it actually work? Today, we're gonna find out if having just one credit card will cover all of your bases and provide you with the maximum amount of value. And to start on this journey, we're gonna have to look at the most used or the most commonly used benefit of a credit card, which is its reward multipliers. If there's one thing that I know about you and your credit cards is that your credit card will collect credit card points. And to prevent any confusion or backlash, I do include cash back when I'm talking about these credit card points. That's because whether you have a card that collects points or cash back, you're gonna have some sort of reward multipliers anyway. And that means if there's one single credit card out there that's perfect for anyone, that card is going to have a decent amount of reward multipliers, so that way you could get a decent amount of points from using that card. To do this test, we're going to need some sort of budget or breakdown of how we spend our money throughout the year. That way we could see how many points we're going to collect from this one singular credit card over the year. Please be aware that this budget, like most budgets out there, is super subjective and will vary from person to person. For example's sake, here is our budget. In a year, we will spend $6,000 on food, and that includes restaurants and grocery store purchases, and we will assume that half of it is at restaurants and half of it is on groceries. We will then spend $500 on flights, $500 on Airbnbs, $500 on hotels because I guess we like to travel, and then $2,000 on everything else, which can include things like normal shopping purchases. Again, this is a very generalized budget and does not cover like every single shopping spending category out there, but it does cover the main ones that you are probably going to spend on throughout the year. The credit cards that we are using today to analyze our budget are all pretty popular credit cards, and I think most, if not all of them, could be a contender for that perfect credit card. We have the Amex Gold, Amex Platinum, Chase Sapphire Preferred, Chase Freedom Flex, and the Citi Double Cash. All of these cards have different categories, different annual fees, and serve different purposes. But let's see if one of these cards will be that perfect card which will cover all of your bases and give you the most amount of points. The Amex Gold, with its 4x points on restaurants and grocery stores, will earn you 24,000 Amex points on the food category. This card also has a 3x multiplier on flights, so you will earn 1,500 points there. But for everything else, you will get 1x points, so at the end of the year, you will have 28,500 points from exclusively using your Amex Gold card. The Amex Platinum card will do way worse with this budget because you will earn 1x points on food, 5x on flights, 1x on Airbnbs, 5x on hotels, but they have to be booked through the Amex portal, and 1x for everything else. This gives you a total of 13,500 Amex points at the end of the year when you only use your Amex Platinum card. Next up, the Chase Sapphire Preferred will give you 3x on the $3,000 spent on dining at restaurants, and 1x for the other $3,000 on groceries, 5x on flights through the Chase portal, 2x on Airbnbs, 5x on hotels through the Chase portal, and 1x on everything else, for a grand total of exactly 20,000 Chase points. The other Chase credit card on this list, the Freedom Flex, will give you 5% cash back on grocery store purchases, assuming that there will be a bonus category for it sometime during the year. But it will only cover $1,500 worth of purchases per quarter, so we will max it out for 7,500 Chase points from $1,500 worth of grocery store purchases. Then we will get another 1,500 points for the other $1,500 we spend on groceries from a 1% cashback rate. And we earn 3% cash back for the $3,000 spent on restaurants for a total of 18,000 Chase points just from food alone. We will also get 5% cash back on flights booked through the Chase portal, 1% cash back at Airbnbs, another 5% cash back on hotels booked through the Chase portal, and then 1% cash back on everything else. At the end of the year, the Chase Freedom Flex will give us a solid 25,500 Chase points with these spending habits. Last but not least, the City Double Cash will earn 2% cash back on every purchase, giving us a total of 19,000 City Thank You points. If we take a look at each credit card we went over, there is clearly a winner when it comes to which credit card will give us the most points based on that spend or that budget. The Amex Gold Card made me so proud because it will give us almost 29,000 Amex points if you exclusively use that card throughout the year. That means the one card to rule them all and the one card that you will ever only need in your life is going to be the Amex Gold Card. Please be sure to like and subscribe. Other than that, thank you guys so much for watching. And are you crazy? There's no way that this is as simple as just that, because there is a way to use those same credit cards that I just mentioned to get 35,500 combined credit card points with using the same amount of spend. That's 7,000 more credit card points than if we were just to use the Amex Gold Card throughout the year. And to get that extra value from the same amount of spend or the same budget, we simply just use all of the credit cards that I just mentioned, not just the Amex Gold Card. Let's break that down because we're not going to be just using one credit card for every spend category. Instead, we're going to use the best credit card with the highest reward multiplier for each spend category. For the food category, we will earn 12,000 Amex points using the Gold Card for $3,000 of restaurant spend. We will then use the Freedom Flex and max out the 5% grocery store category on $1,500 worth of purchases to get 7,500 Chase points. And to top it off, we will use the Gold Card again for the rest of the groceries to get another 6,000 Amex points. The Amex Platinum Card will be used to get 5x points on flights, so that way we don't need to use a travel portal to get 2,500 Amex points. For Airbnbs, we will earn 1,000 Chase points because the Chase Sapphire Preferred will give us 2x on travel purchases. With hotels, we could use either the Chase Sapphire Preferred or the Amex Platinum and get 2,500 points from the 5x multiplier when booked through the Chase or the Amex travel portal. And lastly, we will get 4,000 City points for earning 2% cash back on $2,000 of general purchases. That way we could end the year with 35,500 total combined points from the same amount of spend. If you haven't figured it out by now, there is no such thing as getting that one perfect credit card. There's no such thing as that one credit card to rule them all, that one card that all you need to get and you're good for life. And if someone told you otherwise, it's probably because they have the black card. Because there are only two reasons that I could see anyone using only one credit card for every single purchase that they have. The first reason is because they do have the black card. I mean, come on. If you're at that point, you could pretty much afford anything. You may not really care about the points that you get and the value that you get from credit cards. You have the black card. And the other reason or the other scenario is if you only have one credit card. Like, let's say you just started on your credit card journey and you have just one credit card, of course you're going to be using that card for every single purchase that you have. That shouldn't be a problem for very long if you're in that situation, because your goal is to get a variety of different credit cards so that way you could use the best one depending on which occasion or which purchase you are having. We just went over one reason why you should have more than just one credit card available to you in your wallet. With more credit cards, you have more reward multipliers to use, and at the end of the day, that means more credit card points or value for you. Here are a few other reasons on why you need more than just one credit card. With all the points that you accrue from these different credit cards, you're gonna want to redeem them. After all, those points are useless and give you no value when they just sit in your account. You're gonna have to redeem them. Different credit cards and different credit card companies have different redemption options. For example, Chase or Amex credit card points may be easier for you or more valuable for you than, let's say, Citi Thank You points. Most credit cards will allow you to redeem your points for 3 different things: statement credit, cash back, or gift cards. All of these can be solid redemption methods for those who are trying to get their points redeemed quickly. But if you're going to want more bang for your buck or more value from your points, you're probably going to want to use them for travel. Travel redemption methods for your credit card points are either going to be made through the travel portal of that credit card company or from transferring your credit card points to a travel transfer partner. And transferring your points to a travel transfer partner is usually the better way to use your points for travel because it gives you more value per point. And unfortunately though, each credit card company has their own separate unique list of travel transfer partners. Chase has their list of partners, Amex has their list of partners, Citi has their list of partners, and so on. That's why if you have a diverse collection of credit card products, then you have more travel partners to choose from. You are then free to redeem your credit card points for many different airlines or hotel companies, so that way you can choose the best valuable option for that specific trip that you want. With a collection of many different credit cards, you can also take advantage of the different benefits and credits that they have to offer. The more popular benefits that are on a bunch of different travel credit cards are airport lounge access and global entry or TSA pre-check credit. But there are also credit cards with travel credit, hotel credit, airline credit, food credit, Uber credit, and so on. Some credit cards also give you hotel elite statuses, and other credit cards can help you earn airline statuses much faster. With the more credit cards that you gain, you are opening yourself to receiving more credits and benefits from each and every one of them. Of course, you should always only be getting a credit card when it makes sense for you and when it will give you value. Do not get a credit card because a friend or a YouTuber tells you to get one, or don't get a credit card just because you want to use one credit or one benefit. I know this video was a weird way of saying it, but the point is to get more than just one credit card. There is no one credit card that will do it all. Also, if you are thinking about getting a new credit card soon or maybe right now and you want to support this channel, go ahead and use the link down below in the description. I would also highly encourage you guys to check out one of these videos right here to learn more about credit cards and how to take advantage of them. Other than that, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Shoots!